Let's go! Season 3 is finally dropping, guys. And today, I'm going to show you guys exactly how to gear up your characters as fast as possible for PvP. Icy Veins has made a pretty good job overall at highlighting all the new changes and everything you guys need to know about Ghost of Kara. So I'm going to make sure to put a link to that page down in the description or in the comments. So if you guys want to read it by yourself, go ahead. And if you don't, if you're like me and you just want to know about them, well, stay and watch the video until the end. It's going to be short and you're going to know everything you need to know, right? So for those of you who don't know, the season 3 actually starts on August 12th, okay? Not on August 5th, right? Just to make sure you guys know about that, because I did not know. And then what's new? We're actually getting a new island, okay? It's called Vanquisher's Wake, and basically it's going to be a place where you can farm those bloody tokens. All right, so no more empty dead zones, okay? I believe the way Blizzard has put it, this island is going to be available all the time, and people are going to be able to farm their bloody tokens over there and just battle it out like non-stop. So it's going to be super cool. I'm happy that Blizzard actually thought about that, because like trying to complete your bloody tokens quests on your older characters, your alts that you don't play that often, like sometimes you don't find any players and it's just so freaking boring, okay? So yeah, they're upgrading the level of the gear, right? So crafted PvP gear is going to be 697 to 723. Honor gear level is going to be 665, great. Conquest gear, 678. War mode gear, your bloody token gear, it's going to be 675. So not a huge difference between your Conquest gear and your bloody token gear. So you're going to be forced, again, to farm those bloody tokens if you actually want to get an edge in PvP. And it's going to be super easy with Vanquisher's Wake. Absolutely, like, you don't want to skip on doing that island to gear up as fast as possible. Crafted PvP gear actually returns in Season 3, which a lot of people don't like, but it is what it is, okay? So I'm going to be honest, don't go ahead and craft some green gear unless you really want the best stats. I would say just skip on that and wait until you can actually craft the best in slot pieces for your characters, okay? Keep in mind, I make best build videos on my YouTube channel, and these guys actually contain the best in slot gear you absolutely need for your classes, your specs, the burst rotation, and every info you guys need to know about. So if you guys like that kind of content, please hit the like button, the subscribe button, and also the bell button to not miss out on every guide I'm going to be putting online. All right, so for the moment, when the season actually starts, just forget about the blue version and the green version of the craftable gear, and just stack your conquests, okay, for your craftable best in slot pieces that you can use the Astral Gladiator's Heraldry for. All right, so quick tip, it stays like that. It seems like it's the same as in Season 2. So the very first rated win, you're going to be winning, okay? You actually get 3 Astral Gladiators Heraldry, which are going to allow you to craft 2 rings or 1 necklace and 1 ring. So you can actually use them right away. Start crafting 2 pieces of best in slot right away after your first win. So it's super important you guys know about this. And then, you know, Vicious Bloodstones are returning, so we're going to need to gem all your gear again. But what's happening is you can actually use your Astral Gladiator's Heraldry, okay? Keep in mind, this is super important. You can use this right here to recraft your older rings and necklaces, and in fact every piece of craftable PvP gear that you had in the past season. So keep in mind, don't waste your gold away. you can actually recraft all your gear, but it's going to cost you Astral Gladiators, Hero DRUID. So that's a quick tip. Second quick tip. And then the honor vendor is going to be that person right here. All right, so nothing has changed, basically all the same, except the eye level of the gear you're going to be buying from that person. All right, so those are the honor costs. Well, it's the same as it always been. It costs around maybe 12k honor to get your full set, so keep that in mind. And you're going to be able to get a free Conquest weapon. Yes, so it was the same in Season 2. For those of you who don't know, in the Season 3, Ghost of Karash, is going to be possible whenever you obtain a total of 2.5k conquests. Okay, 2.5k conquests, you're going to be able to get a free weapon, a free Conquest weapon of your choice. So if you have enough Conquest to buy a weapon, don't buy a weapon because you're getting a free one. You're going to be wasting that Conquest. So super important. Hopefully you guys listened to that part and did not skip, because yeah, it's kind of it's kind of not cool if you waste all that sweet Conquest. And then War Mode gear is back again in Season 3. As you guys saw, the eye level of the Bloody Tokens gear is actually very close to the eye level of Conquest gear. Very, very close. So it's going to be mandatory for you guys to farm those Bloody Tokens on the island that I was speaking about. Okay, so super important, unskippable steps if you want to stay ahead. You need to do them. Again, don't buy weapons with the Bloody Tokens vendor, because otherwise you're going to be ending up wasting your Bloody Tokens. You're better off like buying your off pieces with Bloody Tokens, so you can end up having like a bunch of Bloody Token pieces with your best stats, and you're going to be replacing them later down the line anyway. So don't waste your Bloody Tokens on your weapons, because you're gonna get them free. I'm repeating myself, but this is very important, okay? And then PvP gear upgrades are back. So for those of you who don't know, you can actually upgrade your PvP gear. It has zero effect in PvP. It is strictly to help you go through PvE content, right? So even if you max out the upgrades on your PvP gear will not be better in PvP, player versus player, but it's going to be way better in PvE content, player versus environment. Keep in mind, we're actually getting a new PvE cloak, okay, in the Season 3 of the War Within. So, and you're going to be forced to do some PvE questing content, etc., to unlock its full power. So you might end up upgrading your PvP gear. All right, so the question you are asking yourself right now, okay, how long before I can actually get my free Conquest weapon? Well, it's going to be on week 3 of the Season 3, okay? Assuming every week you cap your Conquests, on week 3, you're going to be able to get your free weapon. Again, the elite PvP gear cosmetics are coming back. So this guy is going to sell you the PvP appearances you can buy once you get certain rating, which is 1600, 1900, and then 2.4k if I remember correctly. Oh, and by the way, here's the ancient you can actually get whenever you get like 2.4k. No, it's actually at 1900 rating, dude. Like 1900, you can actually get this appearance, which is like, it looks worse right there, okay? In person, it looks a lot better. Super important to actually gear up as fast as possible. You want to take the quests from Rufus, this dude right here in Dornogal, okay? Every quest, you complete them, and if you do it, you're gonna be far ahead in front of everyone who's not doing that, all right? So he's giving off sparks of war quests, right? The Bloody Token quests, and then he's giving like most of the time a quest where you need to get honor from random BGs, and then another quest which requires you to get honor in rated PvP. All right, so super important. Don't skip on those or you're gonna be behind. And then you've got the new Glad mount, which actually looks insanely freaking cool. Man, I wish I had a solid freaking cool chill team to play with and push rating. That would be so much fun, dude. That would be so much better than going on LFR and just like reaching super toxic players, man. Maybe one day if you guys want to push rating, just let me know about it. Let's try to get that mount. That would be so cool, dude. Just make sure you're chill and you don't rage after one mistake, because yeah, it won't work. And then you've got your rated PvP mounts. Okay, yeah. So when you're above 1k rating, you can actually get those mounts, which actually look like freaking thirds, let's be honest, compared to that mount. Please, Blizzard, give us like more casual players better mounts, because honestly, like this versus this versus this, I don't know. You guys let me know down in the comments what you think about that. And then what's happening is the Catalyst charge is coming back. So very important. You need on first week, what you need to do on first week is get 1600 rating. Once you do, what's going to happen is you're actually getting that achievement right here, the War Within Season 3 Voidborn Victor. Okay, so it gives you a Catalyst charge. Okay, what happens? How you use it? Well, you go at the Catalyst place, which is going to be most likely in Donegal, and then you can exchange your, this is what you get when you get the achievement, Crystallized Ethereal Void Splinter, which you can use to transform a piece of conquest of your choice into a piece of tier set. Keep in mind, tier sets are going to be mandatory if you want to do PvP or PvE, so don't skip on it. All right, if you don't want to push rating to 1600, you can also do it by getting 2k Mythic Plus rating or defeating Dimensius on Heroic or Mythic. All right, so that's another way to actually get that achievement, to get the Crystallized Ethereal Void Splinter. If you don't do that, you're going to be behind, right? And then you've got the elite visuals for your tier set, like the best color version, whatever. You're going to be able to get it by reaching elite rank in the Season 3 of the War Within, which is 2.4k rating in any PvP content. Okay, so any PvP content, you get 2.4k, you get the best version looking of your tier set, if that makes sense. And then you can get, again, those are returning, you can get this little toy pennant whenever you get above 2.4k rating in solo queue RPGs, and you win like 30 games above 2.4k. The Astral Gladiator Stabber, which you can get whenever you get above 2.4k rating in arenas. Same thing for Astral Gladiator's Prestigious Cloak. And then for the very hardcore people, you can actually get prized legend title from getting like in the top 0.1% in solo shuffle, which, like, honestly, man, like, I don't know how you guys can actually handle the freaking queue times. All right, so for those of you who have bad memory, just like me, all right, here's your homeworks. All right, so to get your PvP gear as fast as possible before anyone else, you need to do your weekly PvP quests, right? First things first. And then you need to get 1600 rating. When you do, you get a free tier set piece. All right, super important. And then you need to do your Bloody Tokens quest. Also insanely important. Gives you around like 1 to 2 free conquest piece a week, basically. It's not conquest, it's Bloody Tokens gear, but you know, it's around the same eye level. And then you need to recraft best in slot crafted pieces from Season 2. So super important. You need to do that. And then what you want to do is farm honor with a Vicious Flask of Honor. Okay, you can buy those at the auction house. They literally increase all of your honor gains by 15%. So non-negligible, especially if you're trying to gear up multiple characters fast. If you don't play with those, man, it's going to be a lot more tedious. You just like trying to get your friends into a group, all get the Vicious Flask of Honor and farm those BGs, get that gear, and then voila. So thank you so much for watching. Hopefully guys enjoy the video. If you did, please hit the subscribe button, the like button, it helps me, and also the bell button, very important. If you don't hit the bell button, YouTube won't show you my videos. Even if I do my best to provide you guys with the best infos, if you don't hit the bell button, YouTube won't show you the video. So anyways, if I missed anything, just let me know down in the comment section. I'm a human being, I'm not perfect, so I would highly appreciate if we would all join forces as a community and help each other. All right, so thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys have a lot of fun in Season 3, Ghosts of Karish, World of Warcraft, The War Within. Stay awesome, gentlemen. This was Clunky Doo.